There is now a new King of Kong, and his name is Robbie Lakeman. What I mean by this, of course, is that a new high score has been set for Nintendo's arcade classic, Donkey Kong. The new total to beat is 1,141,800, which tops the previous best tally by a mere 3,200 points. Lakeman broadcast his entire monkey bashing feat on Twitch, and you can watch it all, if you're so inclined, by visiting the relevant link in this video's description. Oh, and if Donkey Kong high scores are your thing, be sure to check out the documentary King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. It's well worth a watch. Talking of documentaries, there are a couple focused on gaming music to talk about this month, the first being a 6-part series focused on Japanese composers called Diggin In The Carts. You can watch 4 of the 6 episodes now, with the other 2 being available in the next week. The second is The Player's Score, which aims to look at the personal and cultural impact of video game music. The team behind the project are appealing for funding through Kickstarter though, and are a little short of their target as things stand. Next up is 3 book-related pieces of news, including a complete guide to the Castlevania series being released by Hardcore Gaming 101, with a digital copy costing £5.15 and a physical copy just over £12. Second is a tome I've spoken about before, a visual Commpendium, which focuses on the history of the Commodore 64 and is now available to buy online for £24.99. Third is that a book based around the toys Nintendo made before they entered the video game industry will be released soon, or at least it will be according to this tweet from Before Mario. I'll be sure to keep you posted on any developments. To round off things, the Huffington Post compiled a video compilation of arcade machines visible in movies, a rather nifty Goldeneye themed add-on was made available for Motorola's latest smartwatch, and someone spent a lot of time making this Doom Lego diorama. We start this section, as usual, with Nintendo's retro offerings. The Wii U's eShop in particular got a host of ports, including a trio of NES games, to be specific Gargoyle's Quest 2, The Demon Darkness, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and Life Force. The SNES's strategy title Nobunaga's Ambition also became available to download, as well as the Game Boy Advance's Super Mario Ball and Mario Golf Advanced Tour. In comparison, the 3DS's eShop just got 2 Game Boy Color titles, Mega Man Extreme 2 and Game & Watch Gallery 3. Next up, Steam received a couple of games, including the 3D remake of Final Fantasy IV and a modern reimagining of Gauntlet. To round off the new releases, Dragon Quests 1 and 3 arrived on iOS and Android. I will add that a HD remake of the underappreciated arcade adventure D/Generation, originally released on PC, Atari ST and Amiga, was revealed to be in the works, and will arrive sometime around Christmas. First up, Krikzz has released a new version of its N64 flash cartridge. It's called the EverDrive 64 V3 and will set you back £102 or $167. Next up is a piece of software that's been released to make selecting games from the GDEmu for the Dreamcast much easier. You can find more details on it by visiting the relevant link in this video's description. There was also this lovely 30th anniversary edition of the Mega Drive, created by retro console modder Vadu Amka. Sadly, it looks like just a one-off, and the same goes for this Donkey Kong themed Game Boy Advance SP they created as well. And finally, a cassette tape loading Bluetooth add-on is coming to the Atari XE soon, and is called the SIO2BT. Not much to share in this section, but Razion, a shooter for the Neo Geo AES and MVS, was released, and a fan-powered project has been launched which has already produced a host of ports of classic Amiga titles to the Amiga CD32, including Alien Breed, Worms and Sensible Soccer. A tidied up version of the Mega Drive's Sonic 3 was also made available to download online, and you can also help fund this Kickstarter for a new NES adventure title, Mystic Searches. There'll be a documentary made about its creation as well. Finally, a new Pokemon minigame is in the works, and is a platformer by the name of Pokemon Psychic Seeds. Just 3 translations this month, with the first couple being the Super Famicom's Kuyuyaku Magame Tensei 1-2, and the Japanese version of the NES's Bionic Commando. By far the most intriguing fan translation of the month though, is the one for the previously Japanese exclusive promotional Sega Dreamcast adventure, What's Shenmue? It's been not only translated into English, but Spanish and German as well, and was made as a tongue-in-cheek demo of sorts when the original game's release date was pushed back. That's all for this month then, but if you want to see my new series on gaming books, you can visit the link on the left here, and on the right is the most recent episode of Handheld History, where I take a look at what is perhaps the worst Game Boy title ever made. Thanks for watching.
You're not saying I look chubby in this, are you?